The parental controls built into Mac OS X have been significantly enhanced in this version of the operating system. For example, you can manage parental controls from another computer, which means if you have network access to this computer, then you and an administrator password, you can manage the parental controls on this computer from somewhere else. You also, when you come into parental controls, what happens is you have to unlock them with your password, and then you can come in here and enable parental controls for a specific account. I'm going to start with the guest account. I click on Enable Parental Controls, and I get this series of tabs that I can work with, and we'll go through each one. The Simple Finder is a very, very, very basic, stripped down finder. It's suitable. You can use it as parental controls because you can control where people go, but it is very, very limited. You can choose what applications are available on the computer, and this is not in the System Finder. This is in this option, and you get a list of all of the applications, and you may say, for example, Address Book is fine, Adobe Reader is fine. I do not want the kids to look at my accounting software. That's a reasonable choice to make. You can also come down here and say whether or not the user in this account can administer printers, burn CDs, change the password, and so forth. If you disallow changing of the password, that means that you have control of that password. Once the password is set, then the user of that account cannot change that password. What you may have noticed at this point is that this is called parental controls, but these are controls that you may want to use in many other environments. And it doesn't say that they're parental controls when you're running. So that, for example, if you have a public access computer, you may want to use the Simple Finder, or you may want to use selected applications, block other applications. So the fact that they're called parental controls shouldn't mislead you. It's not just about kids. And there's more that we can look at. In the Content tab, you have just a few choices. You can hide the certain words in the dictionary, and you can also try to limit, and notice here it says try to limit access to adult websites automatically, because it's very, very difficult to do this. You can whitelist some sites and blacklist some other sites. You can also say only these sites are going to be allowed, and you can add additional sites here, and you would take them from either a folder or bookmarks that you have created in Safari. So you can go look around at sites and say these are usable, and it depends on who your kids are, how old your kids are, who you are, what you want to do. And of course this is the most wide open access available. So you can choose beyond the system what applications they can run, what the Finder looks like. You can choose some restrictions on the dictionary and browsing. Now we move on to Mail and iChat, where you can have additional customization.